and it does look like everyone is moving out. And probably, my guess is going to take the defensive posture that we have been seeing for a long time. That's covering up every single little nook and cranny that they can that someone can invade from. And actually, we do see Crumbs a little bit out ahead there. Double Lift kind of showing off there, strutting his stuff, showing how strong he is. And something interesting is we do have Graga starting out with the Elixir of Fortitude. So he's probably expecting that he's going to be getting a lot of damage taken early. He either wants to save that or he wants that extra damage onto his auto attacks as he gets into there and trying to do the damage. Batoya roaming around. They do have double ward coming down right here at the blue buff, as you guys can see. And that's just to make sure, they'll know if Zinzao's going blue, if he's going to go to the red, or if the invade is going to come down. Ping's going down in the bottom lane as Cho'Gath is actually set up there, so we are going to see a lane swap. And I think they might actually keep that. I mean, Hotshot GG, he is the one that kind of invented the 2v1 with the Cho'Gath, so he's going to know how to farm down there. And we'll see. I mean, though we do have a lot of poke coming out from Ezreal and Sona, so he's going to have to be auto-attacking a lot, trying to get that actual lifesteal back, or not lifesteal, but the passive procs back, so that way he can survive a lot more. So they are going to help out with the Wolves in the blue for Olaf, and we've got the same coming out for Dignitas, double in the top lane, so they're going to have that little bit of a level advantage, and this is a good thing by them too, is they don't want Kiwi Kid to get anywhere close to being farmed on that Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix is just a true terror right now in this game. I mean, you just got to build a Brutalizer into a Bloodthirster, and you can destroy people really quick. Scar had taken a good amount of poke from Link in the mid, and like we were saying, or actually, I believe it was Rapid talking about it last game, Syndra not a popularized in competitive play type champion, but she is really good at harass. She's got a lot of poke. She can do a massive amount of damage. Kiwi Kid up in this top lane, taking a good amount of poke himself. Aphromood doing his job as Lulu. He's just up there constantly auto-attacking. He doesn't even have to worry about Vayne right now. Vayne's fine by himself. Aphromood just wants to get Kiwi Kid out of the lane, wants to deny him as much experience as possible. And they're doing pretty good out those W's, trying to farm, as much as possible. I'm a Cutie Pie down in this bottom lane. I mean, Hotshot GG taking a good amount of poke between Batoy and Cutie Pie. Up in the top lane. No, Crumb's catching out Chaucer. Chaucer taking a good amount of damage. Here comes Kiwi Kid, though. The Condemn against the wall. First Blood's going to come out to Crumbs. Olaf and Crumbs trying to get out of there. And we do see Link was trying to come up and help. But it looks like, yeah, Kiwi Kid and Crumbs, I'm sorry about the Olaf thing, are going to get out of there pretty much scathed, or almost scot-free. I mean, Crumbs took a good amount of damage, got the first blood. That was a great job by them. We've got Cutie Pie and Patoy, though, down in the bottom lane, doing pretty good themselves. I actually need to change a keybind here, guys. I wasn't fully set up for this, so hopefully it will get it fixed here soon. I want to set up my camera keybind, though, really quick. There we go. So I should be able to control the camera a little bit more for you guys. Up in the top lane, though, I do want to kind of focus on this because Kiwi Kid now has 2 CS at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It's almost like he's playing in a low-level game, but no, this is a pro player here, and I mean, he's trying his best to farm, but this is what you have to do to shut down a Kha'Zix in the top lane, and they are completely doing it. This is a scary thing to try and even just deal with. I mean, some of you guys, think about it. Picture yourself in Kiwi Kid's shoes right now. You're trying to do good for your team. You're trying to farm, and actually, we see Olaf coming up in the top lane. He is going to hit that ward, so I'm not sure if he's going to actually go for this tower dive here. He is going to sneak his way up and probably just go back into his jungle, but what I was saying is, as you're watching this, try and put yourself into Kiwi Kid's shoes. He is taking a lot of poke. He really can't farm. This is really hard for him, and he's trying to do what he can to get beefy enough to do the damage into this mid-late game and get the resets. A lot of damage, though, coming down onto this tower, and it looks like they are going to pick this tower up. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Dignitas getting the first tower of the game. They have the first kill. They are starting to do really well. 7.7 to 6.8k gold right now. It's pretty good. So Skara now, I want to kind of focus on this too a little bit. He hasn't used that red pot. He is going to go back. I want to look how much gold he has. He has 1,195 gold. So we're possibly going to see something a little bit tankier on him. Maybe a couple Thorns Rings. That's what I was thinking. Trying to just get that health. Trying to get that sustain of the mana. The pot, he really hasn't needed to use it. He hasn't taken an extreme amount of damage from Link in the mid lane on that Syndra. Oh, in the top lane, no, they're almost catching Kiwi Kid out. He has 8 CS to Hotshot GG's 28, and this comes back to the whole thing of, you know, Hotshot GG came up and did this 2v1 thing. He started it. He knows how to do it. I don't think Kiwi Kid is as experienced, so he's not able to farm as well. Double Lift, though, 49 CS, matching to what Cutie Pie is doing, but in the end, it's a Vayne. You're letting a Vayne has this kind of jump on you, assassinate, do a lot of damage, give Kiwi Kid the resets. So, I mean, it's going to be hard to get a hold of this Vayne. It's going to be hard to do the damage. Chowster getting caught out there. There is the great ult from Skara. Chowster going down again. It's now 0-2. And it looks like Cutie Pie picking that up. And the first dragon is going to go down here. Give me 1 second, guys. Just turning on the chat. And it looks like 7:05 that is going to go down. So I'm going to update my overlay for you guys. There you go. Everything should be updated. Link going in, trying to take some of the race now, doing pretty good at that. He's taken a while, though, but he is going to get that. There is a lot of health on him now, so he's got to, not even going to talk about that. As you guys can tell, I'm not fully prepared for this. Cho'Gath, though, coming up in the top lane, and they are going to realize that he's up here, and it looks like they want to push down onto this tower really fast. Kiwi Kid can't do anything about it. 26 CS right now. They're just going to fully just ignore Kiwi Kid, take down the tower. Here comes Link and Olaf, though, as we do see Crumbs and Skara coming up. They either want to try and stop this blue buff for Skara, which is what looks like Link is going to do, doing a good amount of damage, and Skara is going to have to back out of there. He does have a good amount of health, but he is going to get back, and at the same time, Crumbs is going to go down up in the top lane there, or up in the top part of the lane to Vayne. And here comes Link, though, getting the slowdown on the Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie is going to have to flash away. Throws out the Q. And here comes Skara trying to get on the Link. Link's going to flash over the wall. A lot of the balls are out from the Syndra ult. But they do only pick up the kill on the Crumbs. 2-1, 12k to 11k gold. Doing a phenomenal job just keeping this close. CLG and Dignitas both. Dignitas showing that they have some life. They didn't do too extremely hot last game, but they're in here and they show, hey, we're still Team Dignitas. We're still good. They have to find a way to get Kiwi Kid farmed up here, though. He did get the assist there, so it's going to help out. But now we have CLG aiming to push down another tower here. And this is something that you always want to try and do, is you get one tower down, you want to try and systematically take down the rest of them. Get that advantage. Get that map presence. Do it before the other team can really realize it. TSM was one that really started to do that a lot. They would go, they'd systematically take down all the outer turrets, they'd take that map advantage, and they'd constantly push. And it looks like Dig trying to push onto that. They don't want to take that turret, though, so they have to be a little bit scared. Vayne back up in the top lane as Cutie Pie is up there. I'm not totally sure who would win this trade, but actually Chowster getting caught out again. Crumbs doing the counter jungling. Chowster trying to get out of there as Link and Cho'Gath are trying to get into double lift, popping his ult. Not going to happen. Crumbs jumping on the Hotshot GG there. A great crescendo coming out from Batoy. Hotshot GG trying to get away. Jump coming over from Kiwi Kid. And Hotshot is going to get away from that. Phenomenal job by him. He is tanky already. And it looks like Crumbs does not care. Trying to dive onto him. The ult popped out from Kiwi Kid. But no, they're just going to push onto this inner turret. They want that map advantage. They want that extra gold. And now we do see the CLG is starting to push back, but they're not really in the position to team fight. They don't have double lift there. Double Lift only has Xergrease and a Vampiric Scepter. He's not anywhere close, we'll say, to his Bloodthirster. Well, actually, he kind of is. Needs, I believe it's 2250 from the Vamp Scepter, and he's got 1.4k. So he's got some farming to do, but they don't want to pick a fight. And honestly, I can say Dignitas would win a fight right now if they tried to pick one. Crumb's picking up his red buff, and he is just doing a phenomenal job on his Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao is something that's really came out. I know Gambit Gaming used to use it a lot. They still do. And I believe CLG, no, not CLG, but another European team started using it a lot. And it's really just that early game damage. And then he can become pretty tanky. And he's got that single target CC. So if, say, you're trying to dive on the double lift, if you can get double lift to tumble and throw the Xin Zhao right onto him, Kiwi Kid going to find out Hotshot, but he is 2 levels behind there. But here comes Skara. The nice rupture going to come out, stopping Kiwi Kid, but Skara throws down a Ignite. They're trying to shoot down on a Hotshot GG. Here comes Chaucer, though, throwing out the axe, but a great barrel coming out from Skara, knocking Hotshot GG into the wall, picking up that kill. But what I was talking more on the last subject is Xin Zhao is one that, say you want to get on that Vayne. You bait that Vayne into tumbling somehow, maybe throwing Skara's ult or something like that, then throw Crumbs onto him, and that's a lot of damage, and that's a lot of CC coming out, and it's hard to get away. Doing some quick checks real quick, guys, and it looks like the ult did come down. Crumbs, here comes the teleport, though. Hotshot GG coming in. The exhaust coming down on the Cutie Pie. There's the silence. The rupture's going to come out. Gets turned into a cup kick by Aframu. And Link going to be able to pick up that kill on the I'm a Cutie Pie. Now it's 3-2. Crumbs getting caught out, though, by Aframu. Aframu trying to be a man, but Crumbs is the one that needs to be a man on Xin Zhao. And it looks like Double Lift is going to pick up that kill with the final hour up. And that's scary, too. You just gave Double Lift a free kill. He's now 2-0 on Vayne. And he's getting really, really close to that Bloodthirster. That's when he's going to start getting scary. Then putting on to the attack speed, I mean, that's going to be the sight to see, as with last game, is Double Lift's Vayne. We got Chowster moving down into the lane. Now, he is 0-2 in that jungle. He is pretty decently behind. He's got the Kendall Gem. He's not even looking like he wants to build anything out of the machete. Some will also go for the Wriggles Lantern. Some will maybe go for something out of the Spirit Stone. But he needs to get a lot of health. He needs to be able to survive. When you have a Gragas, you have that Kha'Zix that's just doing so much damage. But it looks like CLG wanting to go for another Dragon here. And that's going to help him out to try and even out this little bit of a gold lead that Dignitas has. But Dignitas looks like they're having nothing of it, and they want to try and stop him from doing it. Dragon is going to reset. CLG is not sure what to do, but the thing is, they're giving time for I'm a Cutie Pie and for Skara to get there. So they need to do something quick, and it's already out of time because now you've got a full 5-on-5 fight that's going to happen for this Dragon. And there's a nice rupture coming out over the wall. I mean, Hotshot's been really on the ball with hitting those, but it still looks like CLG does not want to fight. The early game damage that Dignitas has between the Kha'Zix, the Xin Zhao, the Gragas, and wow, Gragas is going to throw out a barrel. He's kind of getting caught out there with the stun. Here comes Hotshot GG, though. The feast coming out on the Crumbs. He does get the Wild Growth, but Hotshot is going to go down. Skara picking up that kill. Double Lift is going to have to try and get out of there as Chowster goes down once again. Kiwi Kid trying to get out now. He's taking a good amount of damage. Double Lift needs to hit one more, but double kill coming out for Crumbs, diving right in there. And that's what I was saying. As soon as he gets in there, you've got that slow from the E and the proc from the Q that's going to knock him up if he gets 3 strikes off. That is really, really hard to get away from. So let me update the Dragon timer here for you guys. Oh, actually, they're just going to take it down now. Easier on me. So it should be going down here really soon, guys. Taking bets. 14:53. 52. Wow, I was off by 1. I'm bad. There you go, guys. Everything should be updated and ready to go. And it looks like CLG is going to take down this middle tower. And they're getting closer in this gold lead. I mean, Dignitas 23.4, CLG 18.6. CLG's down 3 kills and 1 turret. So it's going to be difficult, and they do pull out the blue over the wall. They pick it up for Link. That's going to take it away from Skara, but Skara's got 2 Doran's Ring. He's got that Death Cap. He still has that Elixir of Fortitude, so not feeling that he needs to use it yet. Oh, I'm kind of peeking at the chat, guys. I am going to remember to breathe. And I'm doing my best to bring you guys this action. We did have some technical difficulties. I apologize about that, but that's what I'm here for, guys. I'm here to let you see CLG versus Dignitas. It's such a great game going on so far. So Chowster picking up this red buff. He is now 0-3-2. This is one big thing that's, sticking out in my head as I look to this. And I'm just double checking some timers in that, guys. But you see Xin Zhao's at 5.2k gold and Olaf's at 3.3. So, I mean, he's decently far behind that. He's not really that, holy crap, it's Olaf. What am I supposed to do? And Avramu getting caught out here. Kiwi Kid trying to jump onto him, but a good amount of damage coming out from Link. Kiwi Kid's going to have to ult and get out of there. So, I mean, they got to be scared of this Link. And here comes Hotshot GG catching out Scar. The stun is going to come out. Scar going to long flash over the wall. And now they're trying to chase down. Dignitas needs to get out of there. Kiwi Kid is too low to fight. Crumbs maybe going to get caught out. Dives onto double lift there. Pops the Locket of the Iron Solari. Crescendo over the wall. Here comes I'm a Cutie Pie, though, trying to clean this up. CLG is trying to escape from this fight as Cutie Pie is really strong right now. He is getting in there. Crumb's going to pick up the kill. There comes the Ragnarok. Chowster trying to get away. That stun from Cinder is just so perfect for that. Helped him disengage, and they only lost 1 for that. And now Dignitas pushing up into the mid lane. They should easily be able to get this this inhibitor turret and back out. I mean, CLG is too low to fight. They have to constantly wave clear. And Kiwi Kid jumping over the wall. Cutie Pie going to pick up that kill. Kiwi Kid getting out with no health. He has 25 health, so he got out with about 15 health. That is insane. And Cutie Pie now 2-1-3. This is one I haven't talked about a lot. 125 CS to 114 on double lift. They were both in that 2v1 lane. Oh, double lift getting caught out from the Skara. Oh, wow. Double lift getting blown up. And that's a big thing there. He just lost the stacks on his Bloodthirster. He's going to have to go refarm. He does a lot of farming anyways. And now they're trying to get onto Hotshot GG here. And there comes the ult. And it's completely missing by Cutie Pie, trying to just get it right in the face there. And they're going to have to bow out. Dignitas showing, hey, we're Dignitas. We're here. Get used to it. Now, Cutie Pie trying to farm up, though, and this is what I just want to talk about. Ezreal's big new build coming out is the Bloodthirster and the Iron Gauntlets, Frozen Fist, however you want to call him. It basically turns his Q into an Ash Arrow, or Ash Volley, if you think about it. He's going to land that long-range Q. It's going to do that AoE slow. It's the same idea, just not as big as radius as Ash. That is heavily amazing in team fights. You can keep people in a certain spot. Here comes Double Lift, though, popping the final hour. But look at the damage that Kiwi Kid's doing. He's only got a Bloodthirster right now. But no, he's going to turn around Double Lift, doing a good amount of damage. He's trying to get out of there. There comes a good amount of damage. Double Lift is going to go down. Kiwi Kid picking up that kill, and here comes Scar to try and save the day. Afromu, you need to find a way to get out of there. Hotshot GG trying to take the focus off of Afromu. Scar missing a body slam, but here comes a crescendo from Patoy. Afromu, you are down. Skara is now on a killing spree now. And in the mid lane, though, Crumb's trying to jump on the Chowster. We've got a duel for the ages here. We've got the roll-off versus the Xin Zhao. But here comes Hotshot GG trying to interrupt this 1v1, breaking the rules here, but they're just going to turn on to him. Here comes Scar and Patoy. I mean, Crumbs is just doing phenomenal on the Xin Zhao. He's initiating perfectly. He's getting tanky. It's going to be crazy, crazy to see. Just taking a little bit of a breather there, guys. And now, I mean, I keep coming back to it, but CLG's front line is not where it needs to be. Definitely not with the damage that Scar is doing and the damage that I'm a Cutie Pie is doing. They're both 0-3. They both have pretty much the same build besides for the difference between the Null Magic Mantle and the Hunter's Machete, and they're not able to take that much damage to actually let Doublelift do what he needs to do. Link is actually getting great disengages off. Those stuns from Syndra are really, really long. They may not technically be long, but they feel really, really long. It's a it's a knockback. I'm trying to look here just to double check. I believe it's 1.5 seconds. Yeah, 1.5 seconds. That's a long time. If you think about it, it's really hard to do something, and well, it's not really that hard to do something in 1.5 seconds. You get that stun, and Olaf can pretty much take someone down if he's fed within that 1.5 seconds. Woo. I'm already starting to lose my voice here a little bit. Patoy now starting to clear out the Baron wards there, and we do have a pause. Hopefully we will see what's going on here soon. Probably someone lagging. Oh, Kiwi Kid actually getting up to 600 ping. So I kind of want to break down some of the stuff that I see here. Try and give my thought process. Now, it might not be the best thought process, but I want to give my thought process on what we see and that kind of thing, and just let you know what's going on. So Kha'Zix, though, picking up these Iron Boots of Lucidity, that's 15% cooldown reduction. It's going to work off of his Q extremely well. He wants to constantly spam that Q out as much as possible. He wants to be able to get that just massive damage. It's no other, explanation to say is just that massive damage. So it's really going to help out. He's got, like what I was saying in the beginning, the Brutalizer, Bloodthirster, and destroys people. You've seen the damage that he did to Vayne. It's insane. So he's starting to get to that point where, holy crap, there's a bug on that team, and he's doing a lot of damage. You've got Crumbs, and I've been talking about it a lot. Normally you start to see Zenzals, they build for damage, Ghostblade is actually really good on them. It synergizes with his W, it synergizes with his Q to get that knock up quicker. It's really decent. But the biggest thing that I've seen recently with Zenzals is you start building tanky, you still do that early game damage, but once you get into the team fights, you're able to initiate with that E combo and do phenomenal with it. And it looks like CLG was looking for the dragon. I do not think that they got it. Actually, no. My mini-map's actually bugged. There it is. I thought it bugged and could not see it. And now we've got Scar kind of leading the charge. Here comes Crumbs diving in on the Hotshot GG. The knockup is going to come out. Hotshot's starting to get a little tinky. He's got that Aegis of the Legion. And they're constantly just kind of harassing Hotshot. Great ult coming out from Scar, just completely dividing up the team. Kiwi Kid trying to get into there, but no. There is the wild growth from Lulu. Hotshot GG trying to do what he can, but there is just so much poke coming out from Skara that CLG really can't do much. Skara and Amikutipai are just doing insane poke. Amikutipai taking way too many tower shots there. Crumbs trying to take it off of him. But CLG really does not have an answer to this poke. You've got a Lulu. It's not like you have a Soraka or you have a Jaina. You have one shield and you have a wild growth, and that's about it. So it's kind of difficult to really sustain this poke other than going back. So, I mean, it looked like Dignitas was trying to just siege this tower, be there, try and get it down. It is really low, but they are just going to go get that red buff, and we might see a shift up into the top lane. And that's going to be another set of gold for them. It's going to be, I mean, what they need, but no, they're setting up a kill bush here. Are they actually going to be patient enough to wait for it? I don't think so. They look like they're just going to go right back up in the top. And Dignitas just taking a commanding lead right now. They're up almost 10k gold, and that's kind of the point of no return when, it's pretty hard to come back from 10k gold. Now, I'm not saying it's not that impossible, and a pause coming out from Kiwi Kid right as Hotshot GG flashes in and knocks up. So that's rather interesting, but I completely lost my train of thought. So, let's just break down this. I'll just move on to. So what we see right now in this team fight, Hotshot GG flashing in, lands a nice Rupture Silence on the Scar and Kiwi Kid. You have Double Lift over here and Link on the way in. Link is going to be able to get a long stun in. Aframu's ult is actually down, but it looks like if Link can actually get this in, no, the slow coming out from Ezreal being amazing, and there is a nice crescendo catching on to two people. Look at that damage from Dignitas. They are just destroying this team. And yeah, CLG just amazing amount of damage. Kiwi Kid trying to dive on with those resets onto Vayne. And it looks like they're going to easily be able to get this inhibitor, if not push on for more. And a surrender vote coming out from Counter Logic Gaming. Dignitas is going to take Game 2, and we are going to move into a Game 3, guys.